Welcome back to the channel, and I hope you all are having a great evening. So, I want to talk today about liquid loans, the Godwill sacrificing, I believe, over $5 million to the liquid loans sacrifice phase. Now, he could have sacrificed more since then. I'm not 100% sure. But what that tells us is that he approves of this project. Um, and I think that's something we are going to have to get used to on the Pulse chain. And that is that there aren't going to only exist great projects from Richard Hart, that there are going to be some good breakout projects besides the Richard Hart controlled cryptocurrencies, right? Not that it's a bad thing. He set these cryptocurrencies up, has proven to the community that he is responsible and a entity that we can trust to a certain degree with dealing with results as far as the cryptocurrencies go. But just in the understanding of blockchains are meant for the community to develop them and grow them, right? And so it is quite natural and normal, I think, to expect that there will be community created projects that will be good for the Pulse chain as well, right? So today we're going to discuss liquid loans, the opportunity that is probably the only opportunity that exists right now, with the exception of a few others. I'm going to say BBD coins next. There is some questions about projects like Hedron and Mintra. We'll try to get into that just a little bit to see where we're at with that. But we're on day 7 of liquid loans. As always, this is not financial advice, but this does seems to be an opportunity that the community has accepted, is supporting. As we said, the Godwill has sacrificed a sizable amount of money to liquid wells, right? And I would expect there's going to be more sacrifices. Uh, Remember, this is a political statement you're making, right? Uh, where members show their disapproval and rejection of corporate-owned censorable centralized stablecoins by sacrificing them, and that seems to make sense. Remember, stablecoins are centralized; they are oxymoronic to cryptocurrency. Probably a bad idea in the scope of cryptocurrency, right? Can you imagine the whole purpose of cryptocurrency is to be in a cryptocurrency, but only to have your cryptocurrency backed by a fiat currency, right? Doesn't make a lot of sense, right? So when it's put that way, this makes excellent sense. Now, um, here's where the opportunity comes in, right? It's just like POSEX, it's just like POS. For every point you sacrifice, you get 10,000 sacrifice points. That's something like $1 to every 10,000 of the tokens, right? So what the liquid loans team were after, they believe if it's not broke, don't fix it. Going into this thing just like they did, just like Richard Hart was successful with all the projects that he created using this sacrifice system. They've done the same thing, right? So everything looks good. This may just be the only opportunity that's going now. POSEX has ended. Even if you try to get in now, you'll never be able to get in at the rate that you would have got in at. If you got in those first 10 days. We're on day 7 now, so you got about 3 more days to get that best rate, but you still got quite a bit of time to get very, very good rates. Remember, after day 10, it's going to you're going to get 5% less, right? Which isn't bad. I mean, you can probably, when you start to get, beyond the 80% and lower, is you're talking about out to maybe day 15. That's when it's going to, you're going to be losing a lot of opportunity there, right? But in this window, it's very similar to PulseX because you're going to get Pulse uh, tokens, right, from staking your liquid loans tokens. Because Pulse and liquid loans are going to be so joined at the hip, uh, there is a great belief that it's going to pull the price up. The founders of Liquid Loans talks about reasons and math why they believe that's going to happen as well. And if they're saying they believe it's going to happen in that way, I'm assuming they have a plan to a degree about why they feel that should happen. Right. So that's all very interesting. Uh, Very exciting project. I just like the concept of it. I think I'm just so excited to see applications on the post chain that are actually going to do something, right? So far, we've had Hex, that's been this staking cryptocurrency, not very impressive, a store of value when it comes to the mechanics of it, right? But now we got things like as actual something that is actually doing something many people can understand, and that's loaning, right? That is very valuable. That kind of got brought out in the debate between Peter Schiff and Richard Hart, that these cryptocurrencies aren't really doing anything. And I have to agree with Peter Schiff a lot. I actually agreed with Peter Schiff a lot more than I thought I would in that video. But who's doing the loaning, right? Which he does agree is something of value. Where's the loaning coming in? The loaning is going to be done by Liquid Loans, right? So very, very interesting things. Now, again, this seems to be what's left of the opportunity. This is, what you're going to have the best positions in at this point in time. As PulseX is over, Pulse is over, Hex is over, as far as their, beginning stages. But there is one more cryptocurrency out there that I think you should pay attention to. Not saying to buy it, because you can mine it for free, you can earn it for free, you can do things you do every day and get it for free, but it is something I think you should still be aware of.